Hey there citizens, MarkDeeHD here. I canceled the video I was working on to answer a time-critical question people have been having. What's the fastest way to get the 3 Day of the Vera helmets in patch 3.7.3, including the coveted snarling Van Duel helmet? I even have an answer as to item persistence through the 3.18 update. Stick around to see an email from RSI in response to that. I'm going to start up at Genie Point. You can really start anywhere and probably use any ship, but I recommend the 100i or really any of the 100 series ships for a few reasons I think you're going to figure out fast once you see it. I know people say just fly from outpost to outpost and you'll get the helmets, and I'm sure that works, but I think I found a faster way, and we're going to do it this way. Now that we're in our ship, we're going to find a place to go. I know a few friends, shout out to Red, that got the helmets at MMDC and I started there, but I think everyone is going there and there's a lot of competition to get the boxes. So I went to Lyria, and boy I'm glad I did. The building layout at Cuban mining facility Sal 5 gives you 2 or 3 other opportunities for the red boxes to spawn. That would take too long to get to if you went to Bezdek, even though technically the same buildings are there, the layout's better at Sal 5. And today's video is all about optimizing routes. That being said, if Sal 5 is busy, maybe because of a video like this, find a different outpost with a similar building layout. You should be okay there too. This video took me 2 hours to film, so there's going to be a lot of hyper fast forwards, and I'm cutting out all of the loading screens that I find, so let's get on our way and go to Sal 5. So once we land at Sal 5, the first thing we're going to do is turn off our engines. This is an important step that will lead into a big reason we chose this ship, which I will explain later. If everything goes according to plan, we're not going to move this ship until we have all 3 helmets and are ready to leave. We're going to run into each of the 4 buildings and search for the red and white boxes. We're really only worried about the red ones here, as that's where the helmets will spawn, but the white ones have an important secret as well. As you can see in this first building, there are no boxes at all. Do a quick look, get out of the building, and move on to the next one. Speed is your friend here. These are the red boxes you're looking for, especially if you can see they're unopened like this one. I like to grab the helmets and armor because some of it can be valuable even if it's not what we're searching for. Once you're done all the rooms in this building, move on to the next one. When you see white boxes, amateurs will pass them up, but aside from having water and food you might need for your stay, as well as med guns and tools that might be nice for future gameplay, opening them starts their respawn counter, which helps you or the person that's following after you, so make sure you at least crack them open. Right before I get back to my ship, I like to drop a food item or something, just so I know I've been on this server already. Now, the first big reason we picked the Origin 100 series ships, you can bed log right here, meaning you don't have to waste time flying to the next point. You can log out, log in, make sure you're in a different server, and run through again. The second reason we chose this ship is it's low to the ground with its landing gear out. It won't fall as far when it spawns. Remember we turned off the engines? There's no hovering, no falling, the stairs open fairly flat, and you can just let it lay on its belly the whole time, open the door, walk out, close the door, do your run, come back, open the door again, and get back in without having to worry about your ship hovering away. This grind took me 19 hours to do the first time, because I used the wrong process and the wrong ship. Then I lost the helmet and it crashed the desktop. I did all of that in a few 2 to 4 hour short shots while talking with my org on Discord. You can join our org at the link in the description, and we'll talk you through this process as well. So this is the second time I'm running through it, and I decided to record it for you guys. It took me just over 2 hours to get the helmets I needed, so as you can see, your fate is up to the RNG gods, but if you watch to the end, I did get the Vanduul helmet, so I guess it's all worth it. So one of the bugs I experienced is that your ship will randomly disappear. The third and probably most important feature of the 100 series ships is that they can be claimed in the small vehicle pads at the outposts. You may go 10 rounds without losing your ship, and then for the next 10 you'll lose them every time. So this next clip just demos that you can claim it here, and as far as I know there are no other ships with beds that can be claimed on land. If you know of any other one, or you can confirm that, comment below.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle
So that's the secret. The key to optimizing this whole process is to never have your character leave the planet or the station that you're at. While recording this session, I didn't get stuck in any infinite loading screens. However, while grinding the first time, it did happen a few times. In that case, I would Alt F4, relog back in, and this would put me back at my home planet in Area 18. If this happens, fear not, the 100i can be instantly claimed for about 600 AUEC. Then you just fly back to where you're farming and keep the process going. Now, as I said earlier, after the first time I went through this process, I lost my loot to a crashed desktop. So I sent a concierge ticket, not to have the items returned or restored, but to clarify when the item binds to your account so you'll have it in your hangar forever, meaning it'll be restored on database wipes. I'll transcribe the answer to that email at the end of the video, but here's what I sent to them. Good evening. I'm not looking to get this item back in the short term as in immediately. However, I just wanted clarification on when the Vanduul helmet gets tagged to your account. Is it when you loot it, equip it, move it to local inventory, or move it to a station's inventory? I just looted it after 19 hours of grinding red boxes, and on my way to Everest Harbor, the game crashed the desktop on me. I just wanted to know if I needed to grind it out again, or if I'm good for when the 318 wipe occurs to have it back. Thank you, MarkJuly. Then this is the run. After 2 hours, this is when I found the Vanduul helmet for the second time. This is the only clip I'm running at normal speed, because I hope you enjoy the sweet taste of victory like I did. My biggest piece of advice is to wear the helmet to wherever you want to store it. Just in case of a crash to desktop, it should remain equipped. The first time I put it in my ship's inventory, and I guess that's not too bad because you guys got this video now. One last big tip, to help out all the people who watched to the end and didn't quit early, when logging out and back in, don't be afraid to jump regions, especially if you keep getting on the same servers with open boxes. It helps, it really helps, if one region is in an off-peak time. Now, as I promised, here's the email I received from the concierge support team in regards to the persistence of these helmets. As long as you looted one of the Day of the Vera masks during the 317 from a loot box, you should still receive your permanent mask in 318. We cannot directly restore any in-game items lost for any reason at this point in the alpha, but as long as you had it in your inventory at some point during the event, you should still receive the pledge version. More details can be found in the community post here. I'll put it in the comments. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a great journey through the verse. Kind regards, Lily, Concierge Support, RSI. So there you have it. Even if you crash out, as long as you had the item from the loot box in your inventory at any point in 317, this will be on your account going forward. I'd still snap a screenshot just in case, especially with the session ID or QR code, but you should keep the item. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share. And seriously, join us on Discord and on the RSI page. We're always looking for new members, and we'll make sure you fit in.